Everybody, welcome back. I am Count Christo, and this is Terra Invicta. Alright, so in this episode, we are hoping to take Uranus, I think. And I noticed at the end of our last episode, we're going to take Uranus. We are barreling towards our victory conditions now, I think. And also, yes, I noticed at the end of the last episode, all our mines suddenly came online, which means every day we produce half as much fuel as one outer class ship requires, which sounds a little slow, but is kind of absurdly fast, actually. Also, if we decommission ranged strike, then we'll have way more mission control available. Should be good. Are all of our Jupiter mines online? Is that all we're getting? No? Or yes, sorry. Some of these are not producing any water. It looks like, yeah, that is all we actually set up to mine on around Jupiter. That's kind of, honestly, this is greedy of me, but that's less than I expected. But we should be fine. The Marines have arrived. Colonial 4 has arrived. Colonial 3, are you still... Yeah, I was going to get you to found a platform over here, wasn't I? And then Colonial 3, you can head back to Augustin Station. Around Callisto. And then you guys can merge into the Marines. Why can't I do that? Because the Marines are currently in resupply and refuel. Okay. There's Colonial 3 on their way home. Range strike burning back up to the UK. To Earth. Marines repaired. Good. Now the Marines just merge with these guys. Marines up to 500 strength now. So, Therius, I think, is the next obvious target. What is the total fleet power still burning there? Not substantial, basically. Okay. So we should... Yeah, so if we're assuming we're getting rid of range strike, which I think we should do, because it's just an inefficient use of time and of mission control right now. How much mission control does range strike currently use? Can I not see that? Well, okay, it must be at least like 300 or so, because it's 96, and some of these ships are taking between... These take 5, I think, like 5 and 3, I think is the numbers we're working with, or maybe monitors are 2. But yeah, hundreds of mission control at least. So, if we take a look at some of these stations, there's still more... I mean, there's a lot more water available if we want it. And I think I want it. So let's do another round of this. Because even with all this fuel, I still feel like I'm hungry for more. And there's a bunch of thistles here as well. Yeah, there's a lot of thistles here. We don't need to bother doing Saturn mining. Sorry, Jupiter mining, to be honest. It's inefficient on the control point gap. What happens when you go over the control point gap, by the way? We are about to find out. What does it actually do? Mission control resource, unpowered hab modules. We may not build or acquire new habs or ships if we do not have any mission control available. Okay. Makes it easier for other factions to seize our space assets and makes accidents more likely. That is a problem. Can I scupper part of this range strike en route? No. What we could do then is get rid of some of our asteroid mines that aren't that good, because they are costing me quite a bit just because of the whole multiple bodies mining thing. So let's take a look here. What is this? We don't need Overlook anymore. Decommission this. Won't immediately give us back mission control. Now these... We're not short on Well, we will be short on noble metals if we do a huge, big mining thing. Huge, big ship construction thing starting soon, but... yeah, all these seem pretty good, to be honest. Ah, you know what doesn't? The moon. Yeah, this sucks. Let's leave the moon. It's going to cost us some boost to come home. But we really don't need any of this, I don't think. So, seems fine. There's some financial losses based on these, but some of them are really expensive financially, so. And obviously turning off these mines. I believe when we turn off, let's check here. So turning this off should lower it by 3. But because it is our last mine on the moon, it will be more than 3. Yes. Good. Yes, good. So from 15 to 21 after this next one. Now, you are the one that I recently took, and we are decommissioning you already. Okay. Well, yeah, because we took it with that dread we were gifted. Now, there's no point turning off stuff on Mars, because we're obviously not going to turn off everything on Mars. You are offline, and kind of suck regardless, even if you were online. So go ahead and decommission that. Oh, it had... I think it had some mission control providing. Well, yeah, of course it did. It had an admin complex, but hey, it's helping our boost situation as well. You are making quite a lot of exotics, so that's fine. Wet base, you're making a decent amount of water. You're making some, sorry, not exotics, nobles. But yeah, these new ones we set up on Saturn. Forget them. Well, we only did 2 bodies here. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. We'll stick to that. We might want to expand more in the future, who knows. But yeah, we must stay under mission control limit, because it would be disastrous and more importantly annoying if the other human factions suddenly started doing control space asset against a bunch of our things. So we're doing water-based colony on all of these. I think is the way, because this is just a, or should it be Jove colony? What's the difference here? It costs very similar amounts. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is which. But let's find a colony that we like the look of and then set up a new one. So this looks right to me. It's mining, it's admin tower, it's got a ag complex. What is the population of this, by the way? Yeah, ag complex should cover all of the personnel costs. It's got a spaceworks. I guess it doesn't need the spaceworks, but this one is already saved. You know what? It's the mining we care about. So let's just do this. Also, I'm going to pause the recording while I do this because it's tedious. Cool. Okay, there we go. We have a whole bunch of new mines going up around Jupiter. Now, with what we have remaining, we should also... Oh, we put some mission control things up around Mercury as well, didn't we? Could do a couple more of them. The only problem is that more mission control costs more money. It means we eventually need to do more noble metal mining, because right now we're getting our money mostly from noble metals. But I think I am actually going to put up a couple of... quite a few, it looks like. I can't anymore? Why not? Have I filled your orbits? No. Why can't I click this button? Because I don't have enough money, I don't have enough boost, I have enough of both. Ah, we're at our mission control cap. Of course, for some reason I just stopped thinking about mission control yet again. Mercury. These are going to be mission control stations, which I didn't name, but I can tell that it's this one. Good, so they will obviously pay for themselves and substantially more once they're up. Surely being 2 mission control over isn't going to be the end of the world. Copium. I hope it isn't. Actually, we looked like some of those... Yeah, you are not being utilized to your full potential. Give me some command centers. Just work overtime? Exactly. They're so demanding. And sure, you can have 2 fusion reactors. Is that enough? No? Then get rid of skunkworks. We definitely don't need these skunkworks, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Just throw down more of these, and you can have an ag complex as well. Oh, why am I putting fusion reactor farms? This is Mercury, you dullard. Just put down a freaking one of these. Where did I put more fusion reactors? There. And there. And then just replace that with that. Fine. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Every time, man. Gets me every time. So now we start building more ships, but no, we can't afford the mission control right now. Soon as Range Strike gets home, with full ceremonial honors, we will remove those ships from the fleet, and then we will start building a big another wave. Fast Strike plus Watchful. What have we got in construction right now? Have we got anything in construction? No. First human base in Saturn founded. The rings. They're even better in person. Cool. So now go ahead. Saturn. Manage this. This is a Jove colony. Because I want it to have... Ah, Jove colony is the wrong one. Jove colony is the one that still has these 2 modules. I see. Water-based colony. And then view hab templates and delete Jove colony. Good. And that is wrong as well. Good. And then those ones in orbit around Saturn, we will also want to mess with. I think we want a couple of fusion reactors. I'm not expecting this to get attacked. A couple of space works. Maybe 4, 5. No, let's do a lot of space works out here, actually. The idea is, if this gets attacked, or if this happens to be in the right place to be where we want to resupply, we have it fully kitted out to be able to do so. Sure. Throw on a command center. No, we can't fit a command center. Throw on another spaceworks. Can't fit that either. Ag complex, that costs less, surely. No? I'm wasting so much stuff here. Put the farm. Okay. Thomas Aquinas and Elizabeth C. It's not done yet. Okay. Thomas Aquinas. Save that. And we'll use it once Elizabeth C is ready. Good stuff. 214? Ah, because these are location specific. I thought it was... I thought they were nationwide events. I finally realized that they are actually location specific. So it'll be based on the population in that region, I imagine. That actually makes a reasonable amount of sense. And yeah, we need to keep investing in boost, even though our boost costs have dropped after we tore down some admin towers and things, because when we get our new mines online, they will obviously cost us a bunch of boost. Yeah, money's not great, but that's coming under control. Fast Strike, when are you home? December. Good. Pretty soon. Let's look at the galaxy solar system from Jupiter's perspective. I think that will be the most relevant for us right now. So everyone's just going to Terra's, including these. Look at this. Embarrassing. 78 milligis of cruise acceleration. Couldn't be me. 250 or bust, buddy. With all these exotics, is there a more blinged out version of the outsider class? Oh yeah, we could improve the point for class as well. That's probably worth doing. And actually putting a heatsink on it. And we could put an exotic heatsink on it. Is it lighter? It is lighter. Sure. Let's put an exotic heatsink on this thing. It doesn't have that much armor either. I don't think these things are very good. As is probably obvious. Needs the 250 cruise acceleration, obviously. It does weaken the laser a little to do this. I can't quite get 250. 1 point is really taking it from 255. I guess I can do this. 255.2. That'll do. Point for block 2. Hopefully that's a relatively quick refit. Actually, is that even a valid refit? It's not, is it? Well, we'll just obsolete the old one. And then, yeah, on these, we could upgrade them by swapping out their heavy lithium heatsink for exotic heatsinks. There's kind of no reason not to. Do we need a heavy exotic heatsink or just a exotic? Was it 1,800? Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, that makes no difference to the cruise acceleration. Gives us a bit more delta V though. How much delta V did it have before? No, it really makes very little difference. Okay, no, I'm not going to bother. The weight is, I mean, they're heavy. Like, the weight is coming from other, more substantial modules, so I think that's fine. Just press on. New alien fleets docked out there in their home base. I don't think we've had this bug that repeatedly before. It's funny. Alright, here comes Fast Strike. Once they're home. The question is, once they're home, do we go after Therius? Or do we launch for the alien base? Because we could. And I think we'd win. But I don't feel safe. I also just don't feel prudent leaving alien stations behind us, you know? It just seems reckless. The fleet, I mean, there's a station here, obviously, which will take some killing. But we won't need much to go after it. Once we get rid of range strike, we can build a replacement for range strike that is fast. And then we can have 2 fleets flying around. And then we can, you know, I'm going to say something quite obvious. We should be able to do things twice as fast. Maybe not quite, because it won't always be the limiting factor, but we'll be able to do things a lot faster. And here we go. A bunch of command centers coming online. It's jolly good. Let's do a quick Earth check. Yeah, zooming in while leaving the game unpaused, it does not like. When paused, the game runs pretty well, but yeah, it does not want you to do stuff while unpaused. You guys are so unified. Look at this. Very low. Oh, it's very low the limit, by the way. I didn't realize. I guess it is. From the EU. EU still fighting. But that's okay. Yeah, the boost's still going on. Yeah, all seems fine. Are there alien life forms in Europe in the end? Looks like the other factions probably got rid of them. Fine. Okay, Fast Strike. Coming in here. Continue. Do you not even need debt repair at all? No, you do. 8,000 water, is that it? Wow. I mean, we didn't hard burn, but still. Okay, so this is sufficient to take out that station. I think. This is enough missile fire. Question is, should I add Watchful for the extra plasma fire? And I think we don't need to. I think we can start being frugal with our stuff. We could also do with much faster Marines, but I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, this fleet is sufficiently strong to take out a base because it's just a matter of having enough missiles in the air and then waiting for them to hit, basically. But I mean, we don't have that many battleships in this fleet. I mean, that's a lot of missiles, though. And they have good armor, these things, right? He should have the, yeah, crazy front armor. And heat sinks so they can pull in their radiators. Gotta remember to pull in their radiators, by the way, because we've also made the radiators much more vulnerable when not pulled in. Yeah, no, Fast Strike can go alone. Let's close the ships bit so I can more easily keep this open. Yeah, go ahead down to Callisto. To this station. We're going to burn hard. We're going to start spending fuel. Be there in 7.3 weeks. We'll be there in February. I think that's actually before these guys get there, or before some of them get there. Yeah, you're going to be there February 16th, May. Yeah, okay, good. So we're going to be there before they can reinforce. Oh, isn't that good? They left Saturn. We intercepted, blew them up, went back, repaired, refueled. We're going to their destination, and we're still going to get there first. That's going to cost a lot of Delta V, a lot of water, though, firing those guys off at such pace. But it's worth it. It's worth it, basically. Colonial 3's repairing. 3 repaired, good. Look at that speed! These bad boys are unbelievable. We could make them even faster, of course. I don't know if their limiting factor is Delta V or cruise acceleration. In fact, I think I do know, and I know that it's Delta V. Look at that, rats leaving the sinking ship once again. I do know, and it is, in fact, their Delta V. But that's not something I plan to resolve, because the only resolution is more water, basically. I mean, you know, change up the engines, and there's many other solutions, actually, but we're not going to do them. Did I put construction modules on my Saturn thing, by the way? I think I put a construction module on everything. I hope I did. Oh, I didn't. Foolish. Foolish. Give me a manufacturing complex. And you. Give me a manufacturing complex. And you. Apply this hab template. And then swap something out for a manufacturing complex, which will leave you short on power. So swap something else out for a fusion reactor farm. Like one of the spaceworks. Good. I love this speed. Speed is awesome. Less than 2 months, I think it was. Darn good. Debris duty. Around, I think that's one of Jupiter's moons. Can't be that much debris up there. It was a pretty quick combat. So yeah, we go here and fight. And if we win comprehensively, I mean, we go home, resupply, and then we go straight to Uranus, basically. And I don't think they have anything substantial around Uranus. And we should be able to get there again before all of these guys manage to do anything. But going in. Alright, so our construction modules are online, but not what we wanted. Oh well. Soon-ish, we should have our new Mercury stations online, which will be good. Bunch more money. Bunch more mission control. We do have a fair amount of mission control right now, actually. Let's start some new ship construction. Well, first, I should just take a look. Okay, so the outer dreadnoughts. Is this definitely what we want? I think yes. The only difference I might do would be like, yeah, more of this or more fuel, but I think they use plenty of fuel. So let's just do that. Give me some outer class dreadnoughts at Augustin Station. Does this... Oh, this doesn't use it as I build it, does it? So how much do these cost each? 4, I think? Yeah, 4. So that's... What do we got? 80? Call it 80. So it's 12... 16... 20. 20 is 5 of them, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 40. That is 60, obviously. That is 80. That's 100. All right. 100 mission control worth of that. And that used, yeah, mostly just volatiles are what we're running short on there. Although that did use a lot of metals. Now I have a look, actually. Right. Range strike just about to arrive. Jolly good. I think we should rename Watchful to... Sorry, Fast Sight just about to arrive. We should rename Watchful to Range Strike when Range Strike, you know, turns in its colors. Because the name needs to live on. Here we are arriving. We will manual it because I feel like if I haven't tried yet, maybe I should save and try, but I really feel like if I auto this, it's just going to blow up my whole fleet. Now we've established that we do kind of want to approach relatively quickly. Because we want to get in range to fire our missiles as soon as possible with a minimum time of them being able to fire at us unopposed. So you guys are group 1. You guys are group 2. We have quite a lot of battleships in here. You guys are group 3. Now group 2, draw in your radiators. Group 4, sorry, 3. I'm not sure we should draw in the radiators, actually. Not yet, right? We should accelerate first. So you guys with the missiles, make sure I have the right one. Put yourselves out in front. Just a little 2 Delta V. This looks like a tiny bit more. No accelerating. No, we need to accelerate just a little. I have to put these guys in front because they have more armor. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's unpause. It's a big fleet. This is my smallest fleet. But yes, we are solidly in the late game. You guys, yeah, put your radiators back out. Did they actually visually move? Oh, they do. That's pretty dope. I'm going to leave the radiators out just for this small acceleration burn. So that we can get these guys in front. Why these guys in front? Because, of course, these are the ones with the 152 or whatever it is. Ridiculous front armor. Have you burned yet? Okay, pull your stuff back in before we get in range of the enemy. Okay. So, command group 1. Sorry, let's modify this. So you guys should be on defensive mode. Excuse me, defensive mode? No, just full defensive, yeah. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter if you guys are... No. Go on full defensive in case I accidentally set a full fleet target. Well, also, just to allow me to set a full fleet target. Everyone else can free fire. The Titans... Yeah, I don't know how the Titans are going to do. The Titans are not that armored. We just wanted to have some Titans. Here comes the first volleys. But yes, as was intended, they are shooting a battleship. Not a problem. And now we're just waiting, basically. I'm probably just gonna let everyone free fire. Because I don't believe that we can kill... Well, no, let's not let everyone free fire. Everyone target the layered defense array, because we can actually kill that. And then group 3 is how we're actually going to kill these guys. And what matters is when someone who's kind of in the middle of the fleet is at 1,000 range off these guys. But yeah, tanking the alien plasma. Speed things up here. We will take some hits, you know. We might get lucky and not take any damage. These guys are... Here comes their lasers. We are dramatically armored up. Okay, looks like everyone is in range now of at least one of the enemy layered defense arrays. Yeah, we should wait until we're in range of all of them, though. Our plasma return fire begins. And the coil gun fire should start soon. Yeah, they're on free fire. So the coil gun fire should start once they get to, what is it, 900 range. Also, it's interesting, we'll be able to get to see... Oh, and the lasers are impacting. Not doing anything, of course. There goes the coil gun fire from the Titans. Okay, now we're in range of sufficient things. We actually have done a bit of damage to this, but not much. Alright. By the numbers. Bottom up, please. Battleships. Open fire. And we will give them, yeah, the standard number of 2 missiles per battle station to start with. Slow it down a bit, yeah. And also, the presence of the coil guns... I saw someone mention this on Reddit, actually. The presence of the coil guns will reduce the availability of their point defense to shoot at my missiles. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be ballsy. We've just fired... Wait 1 second. There we go. We've just fired half our missiles. Stop shooting. I'm going to stop shooting missiles in the hope that maybe we can go straight from here to Neptune. It's not ridiculous. Now everyone, let's go primary target. Focus on this one that's a little damaged. See if we can get lucky with enough plasma damage, but with their armor, I'm not hopeful. Yeah, look at that. We're doing huge volleys of our ultraviolet phaser cannons and absolutely 0.004 damage. Let's go. But enough. Yeah, some coil gun batteries. I mean, we only have 3 coil gun batteries on the field, so it's not that substantial. But some coil gun batteries coming in is good. I think we only have 2 damaged battleships so far. Missiles arriving. Hopefully they will have fired enough of them. We'll see. Their point defense is doing what it can, but we are about to breach the first rounds. And looks like we did fire enough missiles. That's good. There they go. And their guns fall silent. Yeah, plenty of missiles. These are the nukes, by the way, the slower ones. The nukes never really get to have their day in the sun because everything gets blown up before they get there. But hey, there they go. Alright, so these guys don't look like they have engine damage. What's that? Your magazine is damaged. Whoa, that's... we had some good disarming tech there, it seems like. That's good. Yeah, structural integrity's down and the phasers are down, but... Oh, and you can still hear the coil rounds hitting. It's funny. Alright, neutralize the station. Good. And as soon as these guys are back in action, we will take a look. We did burn hard, so we don't have much Delta V left. But, yeah, goodbye, Alien Hab. And now these guys are all still coming here. I guess maybe I should stand and fight. Or maybe I should rally out. Get them. They are... Where are you flying to? You are still technically flying here, but... You're not intercepting for a while, I guess? Is Theris orbiting the wrong way? And I realize there's... No, it isn't. So how are you intercepting Theris orbit over here? I think I need to give them a second to work out where they're going. Because these orbital directions make no sense. Hang on, someone's just about to arrive. Let's just wait for them to arrive, and then once they're in orbit, we'll pick them off, basically. I could go after these guys. That's like, it's not a completely insubstantial fleet, but it's pretty insubstantial. Look at that. What is that? That is interesting. I've not seen that bug before. Fast strike. If you would go ahead and transfer to them in literally no time, because we're just orbiting the same titchy little rock. We will engage and pursue and auto-resolve. Technically damaged, but I doubt it. Oh, I should not have done that. Would have used a bunch of missiles. Oh well. We do need these guys to resupply, and we can beat these fleets without missiles. So they're still coming in. What is that? Is that going to be there forever? No. Is that going to be there for the rest of the game? Look at this thing. That's pretty funny. All right, let me hang on. Let me pause recording and load a save. Is it fixed? It's fixed. Let's go. Okay, so I was just thinking while the game was loading. To win the game, we have to... Oh, hang on. Is it not fixed? Is that still... No, okay, it is. We have to take their station. Wherever it is. There it is. And we also have to reduce the number of alien ships to... Or enemy ships to 25% of the total fleet power. We could achieve that just by building more ships, is the thing. We could even build fake ships, but I don't know. Yeah, I think we just keep going, basically. We've got Uranus rather, and then Neptune. I mean, that's, to be fair, well, and finishing the victory in this place. That's only 2 more targets, right? Until we're onto the goal. We're almost there. Let's just keep on keeping on. So these guys are coming in. I'm just gonna let them arrive and then attack them. Chat is asking if the game is too easy, in my opinion. It has, well, I should know. I have only played this game once. So, I mean, no, that's not true. I played it a couple of times, but I have only got to a point where I actually like fought the aliens on relatively even terms once. That's this time. So, I'm definitely not in a position to say if it's too easy or too difficult. It does feel like, and obviously I've only played on normal as well. So, did you set something up around Pluto? Is that Pluto? Beaming Magna Star Station. No, I think that was around Neptune as well. It's very difficult for me to say if it's too easy based on one experience, but I do feel like the difficulty curve is a little blown out. Like it feels like once you win the game, you've won, and it's just about pursuing that victory. And pursuing that victory is kind of fun, and like I'm enjoying roaming around the solar system, blowing up these alien fleets. But this is not contested, and it feels like the game is partly expecting the other factions to be a threat, and they would be, more of a constant threat at this stage. But they're not. So they are more in 0.4. That's also worth noting. I haven't played 0.4. But I think right now the game works really well until you basically have a fleet that can beat any alien fleet. Because it feels like as soon as that happened, you've won, and it's just a matter of time. But all right, so Range Strike, our glorious fleet, which took the inner solar system. It took Jupiter. It took all of these asteroids. It was an amazing, amazing fleet. It would cost 18,000 fuel to repair and resupply. Instead, we are going to allow these crews to rest. We are going to scuttle the entire fleet. Godspeed, fair ships. These guys saved humanity. The guys that are currently working are involved in very important operations, to be sure. Securing the solar system, forging our future amongst spacefaring civilizations. These guys saved humanity. We scuttle the entire fleet. Now that obviously brought down our mission control usage quite substantially. And so we're going to build some more ships with the new room we've just created. Also gave us, changed our financial situation. And yeah, look at that. Our fleet power is down 2/3. Okay, so do we want to build anyone in the inner area? We probably do, just because there's so many. But we still have quite a lot of shipyards out around Jupiter, don't we? But they're not. There's quite a lot on Ganymede still. There's not as many all in one place though. I like my ships to all deploy at once, just because it makes the micro so much less painful. We have quite a lot around Europa though. 4, 8, 12. Just around Europa. 16. I had to think about that one. I think that's all of the ones around Europa. Yeah, okay. So we will build some around ISS. It will cost us a bunch of fuel to burn them out to Jupiter and stuff, but it's fine. Let's build some battleships. We want to build... You know what? I'm going to count and then do the maths rather than trying to do it as we go, because my mental math is so bad, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that what we have on the ISS? 7 yards? I guess we have a bunch more battle stations than we need, than we've been building on the outer ones anyway. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 times 4. is, you know what? I'm just going to call it 80. No, I'm not. 60. 68. Then Hammurabi Station. 72. Oh, these don't cost 4 either, do they? You know what? Just build a bunch, and then I'm going to hover over this number. We're building 200 worth right now. And now we're finally short on volatiles. Cool. All right. Big rounder ship construction. Because I don't think Watchful is big enough to... Yeah, Watchful is not enough to take on a alien station. Not yet. It's not far off, but it's not yet. We also probably don't need that many dreadnoughts, because it feels like the limiting factor is not dreadnoughts. Oh, why am I doing one bit tick on this? Should be no ticks. But yeah, we're going to get a bunch more volatiles, once our new mines come online, especially since we targeted a bunch of volatile bearing locations. Are our Saturn mines ready? No. Once the Saturn nanofactories are online, they take so long, nanofactories. Maybe it would have been... I mean, it would have been... I think it definitely would have been faster to found more things there and then take it from there in terms of upgrading them, but it's just tedious at this point when we're managing whatever we have, like 100, 150 habs. I don't think it's worth it. Political division. Decorum is key. Where are you going? You're going to Earth? I giggled, but actually, do we have any defenses on Earth? We don't, right? They're sending a battleship to Earth. That's funny. Do we have anything around Earth right now? Just the colonial fleets? Okay. Watchful. I need you to go intercept this guy, please. Feel free to... No, you know what? Don't take your time. Burn straight to them hard, and then we can burn straight back fast. You're not going to send a guy to Earth. The Jupiter Watchtower will not let you past. Good stuff. Okay. These guys are getting closer. Good. Bunch of decommissioned ones will help with our mission control. Getting close here now. Fast strike. You ready for him? I think I gotta... Actually, if they've just left... I was thinking we need to get them before they start accelerating away, but their acceleration is a joke. I mean, it's not a joke. 41 milli Gs is pretty good, but it's a joke compared to fast strike, which can come after them at 250. So, I'm not worried about them leaving. If I did try and intercept them now... Yeah, it's just as soon as they've arrived, it starts costing Delta V. So I can actually, you know, pre-move, as it were. It's telling my guys to launch like a day after they arrive, basically. But I bet it says their trajectories change and we need to replan as soon as they arrive. That's my suspicion. We sure have had a lot of launch pad fires. Is that an event that fires when someone targets your things but you don't notice that it was them? Because if you do notice them, they get captured and you can tell, but... God, they feel so slow. I guess they're burning... They're doing their deceleration burn as they come in here, so... Makes sense that they're getting slower and slower as they approach. Oh, but you're coming in hot. What are you doing? It's interesting. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Alright, get them. They obviously try and flee. We have plenty of Delta V to enforce the fight. You know what? Let's fight it just for fun. Seems good. Yeah, we're going to come in relatively hot. We're not going to worry about... You know what? We're not going to worry about basically anything except telling the battleships to not fire their missiles. Oh, but actually I do need to worry about something because I need everyone to bring in... Oh, no, but everyone can do it, right? Yeah, yeah. No, the Titans can't. Damn it. Everyone bring in your things except the Titans. Oh, you can't countermand the order. Damn. All right, and then battleships. You won't fire unless a primary target is set, right? Yeah, but I want to be able to set a fleet-wide primary target. So you guys go on defensive mode, but then go back to balance so that these guys are on Guardian. And then whole fleet. Target the frigate. Oh, that's right, they're moving away from us. But we're still closing with them, I imagine. Let's keep the Titan selected just to get an idea of how far they are. Are we closing with them? Yes. Not fast, but once they turn... Oh, yeah, the aliens, their tactic of, like, move away and then immediately show our side armor. Actually, I say that. Maybe the aliens have consistent armor across their ships. I haven't looked for a while. I think I might have seen what they do, actually. Whole fleet, primary target this guy, and padlock, please. Let's not show our side armor, more making fun of them doing the same. Look at that. Whole fleet swings around to bring it to bear. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Very nice. Good stuff. Easy win. No hits, I think. Yeah, those guys just the same that I've already damaged. Oh, I should have paid more attention then. We might have accidentally overheated, or we could rather have accidentally overheated the Titans. That would have been annoying. What is this? Oh, you're burning into Earth with a destroyer, huh? Gonna be there in January. Alright, well, Watchful's doing this intercept in May, so we'll have plenty of time. And by January, there'll be ships built around Earth. I should leave just a small fleet around Earth, just to deter things like that. Although, I mean, strategically, I shouldn't be trying to deter things like that, I guess. But it just feels cheesy, you know? So, if you could do the same with these guys, please, but don't hurry it. We could get them just before they enter orbit, though. That would be convenient. Do. We engage and auto-resolve. They were willing to fight. I guess they knew they couldn't escape. You want to go back to Augustin Station? No. I want you to go after this guy. But using very little Delta V. I have to use some Delta V to go after him? Really? Why? Okay, what's the easiest way to select Thaddeus at this point? Or whatever this place is called. Is it one of the outer ones, technically? What's the number? 32532, Thaddeus. Okay. Is it just a sun location? No. Is it around Jupiter, technically? Sorry, Saturn or Jupiter? No. Is it this one? These numbers look sufficiently high. There it is. Go here. Good. 32532, that's a lot of numbers. I know there's a lot of stuff in the solar system, as it turns out. Yeah, go there. Why is it taking you so much Delta V? I guess because they accelerated away from it. Returns to operations. Goes to Thaddeus. Why is it taking you so much Delta V? I mean, establishing an orbit still seems like a lot. Someone's been littering, yeah. Loss in public opinion around the world, or a boost around the world. You know what? Of those two, I'll take the boost. Are you back in commission yet? Still no? Come now. Fast strike. What are you playing at? Who do you think you're kidding? They're just killing time. They're just doing R&R. Alright, there we go. Fast strike. Go ahead and take out the remaining one right next to you. No, that's not a fleet. That is... You guys go ahead and chase these guys, please. No need to burn. Well, we can burn relatively hard. We're going to catch them kind of here. Do I want to do this? We don't really need to catch these guys. Do I want to go straight to Uranus? We still have the missiles. We'd have to burn the rest of our Delta V, though. So, no. Fast strike. Go ahead and go to Jupiter and refuel. Go back to Augustin Station. 6 weeks. It's going to take a while, but that's okay. How far is San? 9 weeks. Okay, yeah, go to Augustin. I mean, is Earth technically closer? Still 6 weeks. What about extreme Earth orbit? 6.2. Still don't understand that. Jupiter, Callisto, Augustin, Bernhard. It's going to use a lot of fuel, but we have a lot of fuel, so what you going to do? Good, and the Marines can now go to Theros. And if these Marines die, they die. Because 17 weeks. Yeah, we need new Marines. This is 20 weeks is ridiculous. Unacceptably long time. Yeah, we need faster Marines. This is ridiculous. In fact, it might be so ridiculous that I burn them there at top speed, just intending to scuttle them on arrival. But yeah, but no, we won't waste them because there's some exotics in those ships. But yeah, we need a new Marine ship. So let's design one. I think the escorts work well as Marine ships. Right, these are the dry Marines. No wonder they're slow. Well, let's make some non-dries. Get that protium converter torch in. Get that in. Uses a lot of exotics, but we have a lot of exotics. These are elite marine assaults, yeah. And yeah, have 4,000 Delta V. 1,000 refuel per Marines. We only have to send the Marines out like twice more, right? Just Neptune and Uranus. I think that's all we need with the Marines. You have to run this, don't you? Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of water. How fast can we get them with the advanced antimatter? I mean, that is less water. Cruise acceleration is not great, but it's not going to be cruise acceleration that limits them. It's going to be Delta V. Yeah, this is good. I think we should do this. Just for the extra Delta V. Give them... Actually, isn't that the same? 4K Delta V. I guess I could work it out. It should just be exhaust velocity, right? That's the relevant factor. Yeah, so 11.5 versus 13. It's not that much better. It's much cheaper on exotics, though. This is the Outer Marine. The Outer Marine Escort, which with 4,000 Delta V, you'll be able to get there fast. Let's choose an example transfer, just to check that I am right about that. We were going from Augustin Station to Triton, for example. Just any interface orbit would do. Do it in 11 weeks. Yeah, it's a lot faster. And if the acceleration was higher, it would make no difference, right? I should compare like with like. It's a bit faster. Not that meaningfully, though. And it makes it so much heavier. That is faster, actually. At 2. Alright, we'll go with 2 then. Maybe even throw on some more Delta V. No, it's ceased to be the Delta V that's actually the relevant issue, it seems like. We can save some water here. I still don't quite understand why that would be the case. Like, why would Delta V... Why would it be cruise acceleration? Because surely you're able to burn all that Delta V in 8 weeks. With 144 milli-Gs of cruise acceleration, but... No matter. This looks good. The Outer Marine. Save it. And yeah, it's pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. Which means the Dry Marine is obsolete. Colonial, you're still not obsolete because we're not going to do any more colonizing, I don't think. You know what? That's what I could do. The 0.4 Block 2. I can foresee a world where I would like a fusion platform kit out here on the in the outer solar system. So let's put a fusion outpost kit on the Titan. And just build a couple of them. Now, Marines, how many do we need again? Let's assume I have the right number so far. 31. Okay. Marine class escort. Let's just build them all at Hammurabi, I guess. Or maybe going hot. Yeah, going hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 3. 4. 5. That's 30. Cool. Seems fine. Now, some of our new Titans. We can afford some more of these, yeah. Got room, haven't we? Yeah. Hammurabi Station. I think the Titans, yeah, they're not that good. They look kind of cool, though. Have you considered that they look kind of cool? Right, that should be enough. Yeah, still got a lot more control points. Control points. Mission control, I mean to say. But, yeah. Oh, hello. A resistance fleet has finally finished a transit. Okay, yeah, Watchful's doing their interception. Cool is half the battle. It's at least half the battle. Here is the Watchful interception. I am going to try auto-resolving it. Go to protect this? No. Go back to Augustine Station. Augustine Station. Augustine? Augustine? I hear both. I did go to the right place, right? Yeah. Good. I hear both in different contexts. Augustine is usually the one used to refer to the Emperor, and Augustine... Maybe I've made up Augustine, I'm not sure. Maybe I should have sent Watchful straight after some of these guys. It definitely has enough firepower to take some of them out. I guess I still can. Go back to Jupiter, refuel, come back out. We are cranking through making fuel these days. Oh, and even more now. Let's go. 6 more mining complexes online. Very nice. Very nice. And even with the global warming damage to GDP, we are still growing, I can tell, because our control point cap number is going up. And yet our utilization is keeping pace. Yeah, financial situation is going to get worse as more ships get built, but with the extra, is it 2 or 3 new money stations we built around Mercury? Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, the Marines making their tedious way out here. Fully repaired. Good. They didn't even seem to use that much fuel. So, let's see. Any of these that actually have substantial numbers. There's not no one here. You can intercept them in 5 weeks. Let's intercept them in 7 weeks, and then hopefully that leaves us enough... 8 weeks. Hopefully that leaves us enough Delta V to then fall back and intercept the next guys as well. Good. Straight out we go. Yeah, now that we're moving so much faster than the aliens, it does seem like they are... it puts them in such a bad spot strategically that they're just not capable of actually keeping up so that we can... You know, there's nowhere to run, basically. It makes... I'm not complaining, to be clear. It makes a lot of sense. I don't know how you would fight the aliens if you had lower speed than them. I guess they're probably not very smart, would be my guess. So they probably don't try and intercept stuff. Yeah, Zort's in chat is talking about how you write out pronunciations. It is confusing. Fast Strike is back and repairing. Yeah, that used, I mean, not a crate, like 15,000 fuel on Fast Strike. It's not ridiculous. Like, we can afford that. That's, you know, it's less than a month's fuel. Go after these guys. Arriving in... Or, actually, Fast Strike could go straight after Uranus. Yeah. Let's do it. 4 stations! Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I think some of these are new. Oh yeah, I forgot! Isn't this cool? Uranus's moons and rings are at a really acute angle. Not acute angle. I guess it's the opposite of an acute angle. Like it's almost the minimum acute angle. What is that called? That looks pretty dope. Very cool stuff. Something bumped Uranus at some point? Is that what it was? Or is that a joke? That's really cool if that's what it was. There are some fleets here. But not very substantial ones. Let's I thought for a second this station had that low power. Yeah, so I guess what we do with this fleet is we come in, we attack one of these stations, we establish a platform over the one that we attack, and then we use that as a place to resupply on missiles. Because the problem with this doctrine, the theory when you were in middle school was that it got bumped. That's really cool. So the plan is we burn to this station, we destroy it, we replace it, and these guys stay on point in the meantime. But I'm not going to use too much Delta V, because I don't want to put myself in a position I can't get back from if something goes badly wrong. We burn Fast Strike to Uranus, we take out one station, we send over a colonial ship, we build a new station in orbit with shipyards, we use those shipyards to resupply, and then we take out the others. Or, by that point, we've got time to bounce back and forth. We'll see. Here they come. It feels really cool commanding, like, multiple fleets. The ability to not have to deathball by, is pretty cool. Where are you going? You fleeing to Neptune by any chance? Low Triton orbit. That is around Neptune, yeah. Alright, goodbye, rats. Flee your sinking ship. Now that all the rats have left, actually, you know what I can do? Ha ha ha. That was a mistake. Oh, there's still some here. So I probably shouldn't yet, but... I was thinking I could send my colonial fleet right away. I am actually going to do that. Let's risk it. Colonial 2. You're called Colonial 2 for a reason. Clearly you're no one's favorite. Go ahead to Umbral Orbit. And, yeah, burn as hard as you can. No. I should send one of the ones that's in Jupiter Orbit, because I'll be able to get there way faster. Yeah. Burn to Umbral Orbit. 7.6 weeks. Is that faster? Yes, it is a bit faster. Good. That is cool. I think I knew that at some point. At least whenever you see pictures of it, it's always on a slant, but I'm not sure I ever internalized why. Oh my god, look at all the ships we just launched. Jesus. Are the councils useful to anything at this stage of the game? Yeah, the councils are still doing great work. It's just entirely passive. They are advising our nations, which gives them... Oh, I just sent one of Colonial 4. Whoops. Which gives us a huge GDP boost, which is the relevant part, when calculating how many investment points our nations are worth. So we have 6 nations on Earth, and each councillor is backing up one of those nations. There are only 6 nations on Earth, by the way. It's not just that we only have 6. Alright, you guys all need... I forgot how annoying it was to build ships on the surface. You have to go back through and launch them all. Don't get me wrong, it makes a lot of sense. It's cool and cinematic. Not cinematic. It's cool and like thematically appropriate. But it is also a right pain. Should only be around Europa and Ganymede, I think. You're launching now? Yeah, alright. Let's let them launch. And join whoever's around you. Launch to Sojourner Truth. What the heck is that? Just join whoever's next to you. And then rally to these guys who it seems like are nearby. Good enough. Literally just if you can get into any fleet, it will make my life much easier. I don't care if it takes a little bit of wasted fuel to get it done. Because these guys are all destined to end up in the same fleet, so should be fine. But yeah, our councillors became not needed the moment we finished unifying our final nation on Earth, which was South America, as I recall correctly. Actually, technically, I think it was the Caliphate when we added in the Pacific states via Indonesia. Who's this? Oh, that's Jupiter's orbit. That's not a flight path. My mistake. I thought it was a resistance fleet flying to Jupiter, and I was like, dudes, that is not a good idea. Aliens becoming rapidly more popular in India, but they're probably not. But yeah, our council stopped being useful as soon as we finished unifying. I mean, stopped being active the minute we basically unified it. But some quick Googling shows we don't know why Uranus is sideway. Maybe it just likes it that way. There's some counter evidence, the big encounter theory. It would have melted the icy moons. Big in this case is about 2 times Earth masses. Cool. Melted the icy moons just because of the power of the... Are they still called tidal forces if it's just something moving past rather than something in orbit? I'm not sure they are. But the kind of, you know, shifting gravitational force would have caused so much, basically, friction. Yeah, exactly that. Your boy is not a complete idiot. God, we're building so many Marines. Oh, these are battleships, actually. I forgot we built battleships at Earth. Alright. Another battleship. The other factions aren't doing anything anymore? Not really. We neutered them early. It's much harder to neuter them in the current version of the game. This is in 0.3, which is the previous main series of patches. In this build of the game, we basically took complete control of all of the mining on the Moon and Mars and Mercury. And in doing so, we denied the other factions an ability to get their foothold in space. And we also took complete control of all of the nations on Earth that create almost any science very rapidly. Which obviously gives us a massive advantage. In future patches, it's much harder to do that because of some changes. I haven't played them yet, but I'm told and I read because of some changes to how space mining works. It's now much more difficult to just kind of completely monopolize. There's also a lot of changes on Earth as well. So they're hopefully going to stay more of a threat. But yeah, the factions, the only threats the factions have presented after the first 5 years of the game, maybe, was the occasional assassination that they succeeded on my councillors. We lost kind of maybe 5 total councillors, I think, which was annoying. All right, so detaching now. Got any dreadnoughts here? No, just battleships. That's annoying. Did I build any dreadnoughts on Earth? Around Earth, rather? Got some Titans. No dreadnoughts. Okay. So when are these guys arriving? January. It's just one of them. But we should build some battleships. Sorry, some dreadnoughts around Earth. And then leave them there. So here, this ISS squad that set are just going to stay at the ISS, basically. And in 173 days, other 173 days between August 8th and January, whatever it was, 22nd, 20-something? 23rd. I'm going to guess yes. I think so, right? I'm not sure. You guys. Transfer to those guys. We'll play it safe. In 10 weeks, using half your Delta V. Yeah, just intercept them. I don't want to mess stuff up. Oh, hang on. Are you why is there an extra orbit? Oh, you're slingshotting, okay. Yeah, we'll send those out to intercept them, and then after intercepting, they'll divert to either Jupiter or Uranus. Even though they'll be burning quite hard in towards the Earth by the time they arrive. Colonial 4 is on the way out. How strong are you, Marines? Up to 192. Getting there, getting there. Are you guys not moving? Oh, I thought you guys were transferring to this slot. Go to Callisto, Augustin, please. Everyone who's not already at Augustin. Head to Callisto, Augustin Station, please. You... Chekhov. He of the gun. That used 130 Delta V? Jesus. Still. Not really concerned. Augustin Station arrived. Resupplied. Arrived. Join that one. I should have just sent these guys to intercept them rather than the battleships. The battleships will win, especially because I'm probably just going to auto-resolve. So they'll definitely win, but it would just take longer. And they'd be at risk of damage longer. But, I mean, realistically, they probably wouldn't take any. Because, you know, they have so much armor. So this is just a huge wad of dreads. I think we can make this a new fleet. I think having 3 fleets, although Fast Strike could do with some more dreads. So let's send this 18 to Fast Strike and call that... No, sorry, not Fast Strike. Watchful needs more dreads. Well, they kind of both do. Let's just send it out to... let's keep it here. Let's keep it here for now. I think that's okay. We could go to Neptune too, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, once those battleships merge up with this fleet, these guys are going to go to Neptune. Which means we need a new name for these laddies. Congratulations, Alpha 500. We got Fast Strike, Watchful. What are these guys? They're like, we're allowing us to split our attention more. There are... What's it called when you are, I guess, multitasking? Yes. They are the multi-task force. Hell yeah. Because they allow us to multitask. I love it. So we'll send them to Neptune. These guys can... we'll beat this lot here, there, probably. Distraction? No, never. Alright, so these guys, I will manual. We outnumber them badly, but I don't want to take unnecessary damage. Especially because I don't know how the game... Like, there's some quite difficult things for auto-resolve in this game. How it, like, shares damage is a little complicated. Because... you know, how it shares damage between the ships, it would have to work out, like, in order to get it fair, it would kind of have to know how you were fighting the battles. A little bit of acceleration on the battleships. You guys and battleships go on defensive, but do use that, and you guys, I think free fire is probably going to be plenty, but let's move on in. But, you know, it would have to work out which ships to apply damage to, and it would have to decide which modules of those ships to damage, both of which are non-trivial questions to resolve. I mean, they're complicated, not just non-trivial, they're properly complicated. So, I sympathize with the... Is that me firing at him? Or him firing at me? I think that was these guys begin opening up on him. Are you still burning away from me, or are you gonna... You're slowing down. Okay. I don't want to waste Delta V, but... Also, who has time to wait for this kind of thing? So let's over-accelerate. I mean, accelerate. Here we come. Here we come, battlecruiser. Don't like your odds, bud. Yep. There he goes. No damage. Well, not true. We lost some armor, but no damage and extremely little of our ammunition used up. It's easy to remember that plasma batteries and stuff do actually have ammo. They do have limited ammo. Easy win. Now, let's consider going after... Where are they? Like, if we could take a look here. It's very awkward. If I hit continue here, does that work? Yeah. Alright, that makes it a little bit easier. So what if we went after Victor 16? Using not that much Delta V. We could intercept them in 4 weeks. Or intercept these guys in a week. Sure. Seems good. Do that. Yeah, Watchful definitely needs reinforcing of both types, but I'll use Fast Strike as the roam around destroying stations one, and Watchful as the clearing up some of these fleets one, I think. I'm hoping to get this guy and then switch directions and get one of these guys, but we're increasing the relative velocity quite intensely. So maybe that won't work. Another volley, another round of Marines. Fast Strikes arrived. Nice. So yeah, 4 stations around Uranus. Shouldn't take too long. I haven't checked how many they have around Neptune. I think it's at least 2 from memory, but we'll come in relatively hot. And actually, I should be able to go like everybody. Control group 1. Deselect these guys. That's control group 2. And then control group 2, draw in your things. And then if we go defensive mode and then back to attack posture, that puts these on attack, but leaves... No, that's put everyone on attack. That's wrong. Mixed posture, so that these guys are on Guardian. But that hasn't turned on these guys. Okay, good. Oh, there's only 3 battle stations here. Dope. And then, okay, we still need to select just the battleships. Let's command group 3. So we need to tell them to accelerate a bit. God, the retracting of the things is a bit noisy. I guess the battleships... I'm going to accelerate them a bit more. What could go wrong, right? Because the battleships... The faster we get them in range, the faster the missiles hit, basically, is what I'm thinking. And so their command group 3, everyone is 2, you guys are 1. Okay, so everyone, primary target, the closest one. And then battleships, I'll tell you when you can fire. Alright, so the first volleys from the aliens coming in. Hopefully not going to be much trouble. Approaching range. Yeah, some damage coming in. Lasers beginning. Almost. Hold. Hold. Okay. Open fire. Slow it down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ceasefire. I am hopeful that that will be enough in order to... and padlock the target. I'm hopeful that that will be enough to ensure that all of them die, given that they only have 3 stations and therefore much weaker point defense. Our laser fire is beginning. Should keep an eye on the heat here. It is increasing, but not dramatically. Look at the laser fire. It's intense. And yeah, the point defense is coming up, but they only have 3 point defense lasers. It's not enough. 1 down. Looks like we fired twice too many missiles, roughly. Yeah, so we should fire just 2 volleys next time to be safe. Good, and that means we'll use less missiles. And that was only about 1/3 of our missile payload, which means we can take out some... I love that you keep hearing the coil gun, in fact. We can take out some of the other stations around Neptune, which is good. Retargeting missiles will also be good. Yeah, that's right. We never looked into retargeting missiles, really. I should think about that. Have you lost a battle before? Yeah, early in the game we lost a number of battles, including ones we definitely should have won. I just flew really badly. But not recently. Not since we went hot against the aliens. There were some that were close. But we have not lost recently, no. So let's have you guys go ahead and fly to one of the other alien stations. What do we got here? 1.4 thousand fleet power and a proper 12,000 power, so that should have a bunch more battle stations. I think we could still take it. Sorry, not Neptune. Around here. Yeah. Chat is pointing out there's a reason I keep getting told off for accelerating too much. It's because it cost us fleets earlier in the game. There is something here. Oh, yeah, okay, that's pretty intense. Maybe we play it safe. There's nothing defending this one. Let's go after this. Oh, there is. It really should show the fleet power on this screen so I don't have to like do this silly... Yeah. Let's play it safe. Let's stick around Titania. For now. Colonial 4 is already on its way, right? It's going to Umbrel, though. Well, if they try and intercept it, then I'll just send Fast Strike out. But yeah, Fast Strike, just hang out there. You've got plenty of Delta V. I'll send another Colonial just in case this we mess up and this one gets intercepted. Go to Titania. Burn hard. Launch them. Good. Okay. Good. Keep it rocking and rolling. Marines are almost at Therius. Cryovolcanic studies on Titan. A type of volcano that erupts volatiles such as water, ammonia, or methane. At or below their freezing point. It's long been disputed on whether they exist. Okay. Ensure they find everything or good luck. No, good luck. We don't need science. We long ago completed... Oh my god, what is that? Do you see that? What is that? Is that a fleet trajectory bugging out? Right, this one I think we can engage. I mean, auto-resolve, sorry. Alright, new fleet trajectory. We could... No, not what I meant to do. I need to zoom in on this fleet. So we can pick where their next target is. Okay, so... The big one is these guys. Can we take them? Yes, I think so. Ah, but I've screwed it up. Select a new donation or cancel to attempt to remain in the target trajectory. But it's not letting me select a new trajectory. So I assume this is going to send it to there as fast as it can. Nope. They are going to low aerial orbit. Okay. Where's that? Around Neptune? Okay, that's not good. They're going to be there in November. No, they're going to go to protect this on Earth. And they're going to be there pretty soon. Okay, I guess it defaulted back to their home station. When I accidentally closed out of it. Fair enough. That seems fine. If you have scoops to gather the atmosphere, maybe? What? What are you talking about? Oh, on my ships to refuel at Uranus? We don't. But I don't think you can only gather up water anyway. We would need metals and things for our new missiles, if that's what you're talking about. But I could be misunderstanding. Colonial 4 is actually pretty close. Let's move Fast Strike to where Colonial 4 is going, which is Umbriel. Hop on over, just to make sure Colonial 4 doesn't get intercepted. Marines. Lots of hydrogen and helium at Uranus. Yes. At Uranus, rather. I believe that. Less me than you think. Cool. Summer Moon Base is going down, which removes their last presence inside Uranus. Okay, a bunch of launches. All in awkward positions. Just have them all launch. Good. Rally with the multitask force. The multitask force is it's a good name. I'm quite pleased with that name. Join the multitask force. Don't zoom me into it though. Right, yeah, I was thinking. So you see that huge this trajectory over here? It's obviously a bug, but isn't that kind of scary? Just thinking about, like, these are the trajectories that we're dealing with, right? Imagine something that could fly on that trajectory at an appreciable speed. It reminds me of that picture of the Tyranids, like the zoomed out lore picture of the Tyranids. Hang on, I'm going to get this up. Okay, so lore spoilers for Warhammer 40k. And also, I'm pretty sure some of these images are not official images, so don't get mad at me if you're like big into 40k lore. So in the 40k, like, this is a solar system, it's being attacked by Tyranids from all over here. And this is the way that you experience it, right? If you're just thinking about the solar system. And this is threatening enough, right? But that flight path, if I bring it up, that flight path just reminds me of the kind of in the corporate world, I would call it zooming out. And it's quite literally zooming out, because you start thinking about the attack of the Tyranids as like, oh, they're attacking a planet, right? And then you start thinking about it like this, which is on a kind of, like this, which is on like a huge galactic scale. And then you think about it like this, which is where it's just inconceivably massive. Anyway, that's the image that made me thought of, which it took me way too long to find with the recording pause. So it's definitely not worth it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this image is fan art. So it's not, I mean, you know, don't take it as gospel or anything, but that's what that flight path makes me think of. Anyway, back to the game at hand. All right, nice. Destroyed Summer Moon Base. Now the Marines. Actually, yeah, let's have the Marines fly straight to Uranus. If you can get there, just go to Umbriel and hang out. Yeah, and don't use all your fuel so you can hop between other moons. They might get intercepted en route. If they do, it's a price I am willing to pay. Colonial 4 is here. Huzzah! Alright, Colonial 4, give me platform. Oh, we didn't even repair them? Oh no, there's already... Why can't I... Prospector probes are actually still en route to Uranus. I didn't even notice. That's funny. We can still do a platform here, fortunately. So, give me a ring core. This is reach. Extending our reach out into the solar system. Where are the Marines? Why haven't the Marines launched yet? They're gonna. It's alright. And yeah, we are gonna go straight to a ring core and then build a bunch of space docks there so that we can nice and quickly repair and refuel. Right. Yes, firm assignments, rock and roll. So we still have some more mission control if we want it. About another 100. And fuel is looking... Look at this thing. Fuel is looking pretty good. So you should rally with a multitask force first off. around Callisto. How big is the multi-task force now? Do you have any battleships yet? No, just dreads. Yeah, it's no good till Alpha 3-1, 531 rallies in with them. We have more battleships in construction though, right? Maybe we don't actually. Okay. Let's put some more battleships in production. And the other thing I should worry about, and let's do these all in low Callisto orbit. Doing it in like batches, I really appreciate. Low Callisto, low Callisto, low Callisto, low Callisto. Good. Now, I think we have enough dreads, we have enough titans, we have enough marines. What we need now, we have to take a counselor out, right? To actually do this. An envoy team. Have a counselor assigned the mission to the Hydra Org. Target the alien wormhole module on their primary Kupla belt base with the Forge and Alliance mission. Okay. So let's design a ship which can get us out there fast, because we're going to have to go from Earth all the way out there, whereas our main fleets are going to be operating from Saturn and stuff. And I don't want to commit my counselor to going out there until we've already won the battle there, ideally. So, if we were using our current... Okay, it doesn't need to be a big ship. Just a little ditty gunship carrying our hopes and dreams. Maybe an escort for the second utility module. But if we used our current setup, we would do something like this. Throw that on. Sure. Give it all the bling. You can have exotic spike radiator. You can have an antimatter spiker. You don't need weapons. But let's give it some hybrid exotic armor just for fun. We've literally never used exotic armor. 18 meters of armor on every side. I think not. I could put some point defense lasers on it. Just for the look of the thing. I don't think we will. So if we went to our kind of normal pace, or we just use this like a normal drive, how fast could we go from Earth? Because we will have to start from Earth. From the ISS, no, sorry, starting at, well, sure, Phyllis Station, all the way out to Hanumea. If we wanted to go to a interface orbit. We wanted it to be a two-way trip, because we're optimistic. We could be there in 14 weeks. I guess it doesn't need to be a two-way trip, because the guy could just get off this ship and then get back onto the main fleet. This kind of ship could be there in 6.4 weeks. 900 and 4,000, respectively. We could also put more fuel on it, which would make it faster. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no limit to how much fuel we can spend on this. Because... I mean, it's only one trip, right? So we can get it to 4 weeks, right? But let's demonstrate Earth's worth. Let's use a peon torch instead. Oh, it's the same thrust, though. It's probably lighter, though, right? 73 terawatts. Yeah, it uses way less power. Yeah, we can't have that many propellant tanks, that's for sure. But we have 70 antimatter right now. So there we go. We could be there in 2 weeks. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I feel like we should do this for our escort. And should we give it a platform kit just for the flex, so we can found a platform up there? I don't think we can found platforms around that body, but go on then. Let's put infrared phaser batteries on it. And then utility modules. Oh, that's right, you can't antimatter spike this, but I can remass scoop, but we can't refuel the antimatter. Let's put the Marines on, just for the lore. They're the Marines that are going to go through the wormhole with our guy. So yeah, that's the ship. 2.4 weeks it can burn out there. Amazing. This is our hopes and dreams. Just to flex on them aliens. Amazing. And I'm not going to build it yet, because I'm going to keep storing antimatter until we need it, and then I'm going to build it with the maximum amount of antimatter that we have left. That is the vanity project that we will finally allow ourselves. Cool. More Marines. And with the ships that we're launching, we might actually already be able to do the mission. Like, we may not have to take Neptune. And if we don't have to take Neptune, I'm okay with not taking Neptune. We don't have to completely get rid of the aliens. I mean, it even fits thematically, right? If we go and negotiate rather than exterminating them before we negotiate. You know, our line is, you know, we were just trying to freaking negotiate the whole time, but we had to actually get through the wormhole to negotiate. So you forced our hand. How you doing, strength-wise? One more round of Marines, I think. So yeah, I'm okay with leaving them with Neptune. We are going to clear Uranus, though. Because obviously, the terms of this alliance that we're trying to forge with them, we don't know. I'm not going to reload to fix that. I kind of love it. We don't know. From a lore perspective, you know, if I was inventing them, it's definitely going to involve them leaving the solar system, at least for now. You know, we're going to have to set up some kind of diplomatic mission, but we're going to set that up near the edge to start with, buddy. Watchful is there. All right, go ahead and repair. Rearm. 11,000 fuel. We're also, I mean, yeah, imagining a world where you have friendly relations with the Hydra is so difficult because of their ferricites. I guess you both have them commit to never use ferricites against humans, and secondly, you continue research into preventing ferricites, and then you like gene mod the whole population so we're immune to ferricites. In fact, maybe you gene mod the whole human population such that we have ferricites, such that we can communicate with the Hydra properly on their own terms. Let's go to Titania. Oh, sorry, that's where you already are. Is that where I meant to send you? No, it isn't. Go to the other one, Umbriel. Using your last remaining thrust. And set up another platform. And that this one, I just want a supply depot. The thinking here being, maybe we can't... Oh, hang on. I can resupply at a supply depot. Right? Yeah, I was thinking we need a big shipyard and things, but... What is this? Oh, right, yeah, it's those guys I remember. Yeah, no, I'm going to max bid and auto resolve. To Umbriel orbit? No, no, no. Continue on this, but then don't click anything else. Go to Jupiter to rally up with... multitask force, and you can burn hard to get there because fuel is not an object anymore. You going to the right place? Resting station. Yes, good. They will be there fast. It's interesting to think about what that future would look like in a world where we were peaceful with them, because you know, even if you're peaceful on like a, you know, I'm not wanting to say national, I guess like civilization level. If you have one species that's capable of just mind controlling the other, that's just on an interpersonal level, that's not really going to work, is it? And a species where you can only talk in like a really primitive way. There would obviously be a temptation to just say like, get out of our solar system and never return, but I feel like if you did that, you're not going to be... I mean, that's what the resistance does basically, isn't it? You're not going to be at peace long term unless you actually integrate your societies. We need a mutually dependent economic system so that we can't go to war in the future. It works. France ain't declaring war on Germany anytime soon, nor vice versa. You want long-term durable peace? Integrate your economies. Right, so these guys are the new Marines. You are SEAL team. Need you out at Uranus, please. Go ahead and burn straight to reach, please. And yes, burn hard. Good. So yeah, I mean, if we want to achieve long-term peace with the Hydra, we're going to have to find ways to, basically, we're going to have to find ways to make it in everybody's interest that we are not at war. And the way we do that is by, well, we're going to need integration. Obviously, you can have integration even without having people in both solar systems, but you can only pass such small stuff through the wormhole. The only stuff you could exchange, I guess, would be we exchange knowledge for exotics. I wonder if we'd be able to persuade them to teach us how to make exotics. It would be difficult. I mean, that's obviously a pretty vast element of their power over us. There's 30,000, by the way, to refuel multitask force here after burning hard. Now, do I send these guys to Neptune? Or do I send them to Hamumea? I mean, Hamumea does still have... We should rally up before we go to Hamumea, really. Oh, there's more things here I didn't realize. Cool. Yeah, you cannot probe or found bases here, or here, or here. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, how would that trade work? I guess, I mean, there's knowledge. There's tons of knowledge you can exchange. They're also aware of lots of other species. So, I mean, at least a few others, right? Because they've made a few others subservient. So I guess part of the kind of joint project, if we could really get them persuaded, would be continuing to explore, trying to find more people to establish cordial relations with before they, you know, advance too much, decide the wrong thing about the Dark Forest and launch their relativistic kill vehicles at us. So, and there's lots of stuff we could cooperate on where they'd need manpower, I suppose, because they're really, really short on manpower. All right, multitask force. Yes, I don't think you guys can launch to Hamumea right now, so let's just launch them to Uranus. They don't need to burn hard, but we're going to finish taking the Uranus system, and then by the point we've done that and rallied up, I think we'll be in a good place to go for the kill. Yeah, so just go to reach, and you can take your time getting there, just in case something goes wrong at reach. Cool, but I'm going to call it a part there. The last episode, I strongly suspect, will be the last. I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.